What is up, everybody? Watt007 here, back with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys 5 tips/secrets in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Hopefully this helps you out, and if it does, be sure to leave a like on the video. That would be greatly appreciated. And let's get rolling. So, first off, for my first tip that I want to give you guys is that when you're about to battle someone in Duel Links, like any non-playable character or whatever, you can see in the top right over here, you can switch which deck you're going to use on the fly, which I think is pretty cool. So basically, if you don't want to, so this deck right here is my ritual deck. I don't really name my decks too much, but if you name your decks right, like this is my ritual deck. If I know that I don't want to fight against her with this deck that she has, Brutality level 3. If I don't want to use my ritual deck, instead of going to the card studio, clicking on your deck, edit deck, and set deck, instead of doing that, all you can do is just tap on the character or whatever, and then switch your deck like that from on the top right. So this is my 1000 attack deck. By the way, plug into one of my other videos. This is a 1000 tech deck. Attack deck is a deck with only monsters with a base total of 1000 attack and 1000 defense. That video that I made this deck with was against a friend for a challenge and stuff like that. So if you want to watch that, you can find it on my channel. But yeah, if you just want to switch your deck on the fly, you can easily do that. And personally, I don't know if much people know that, and hopefully you don't, and you just learned something new right there. So yeah. Anyway, second up, I want to tell you guys about the Duel School and a couple things that you might not know. So first thing is that I know in the first 10 stages, it tells you that you got to complete some of these Duel School, just to show you some of the features of the game, right? Well, I just want to give you guys just to remind you that you should definitely do the Duel School and finish all the duel quizzes and the loner deck duels, because if you keep completing all these duel quizzes after you keep leveling up in your stages to level 2 and 3, once you clear all of these, you get a bunch of gems for them, and once you complete all of these, you get a good amount of gems, and you can buy a bunch of packs. So I strongly recommend everyone to just, if you get new duel quizzes, complete those stages. And also, it does help you out with learning some different deck strategies in the future. And secondly, with the Duel School, every day there's a daily loner challenge, and where you get to use a loner deck that is completely new. And if you win with that loner deck, you get a little prize of gems, keys, coins, etc. Just a nice way to if you're after you defeat all your NPCs in your little duel arena or duel world, you can do that and get some extra gems, keys, coins, etc. Sorry about that. For my third tip, this is pretty common. I think everyone should know this. But you can get free gems by doing certain things, like tapping on the water fountain right here. You can get gems from that. You can tap on the little street lamps or whatever, and you can get gems potentially from that. If you tap on the top of this of the store, those balloons pop out, you have a chance of getting some gems. Or if you click on the trash can over here, you have a chance of getting some gems. Now, I recorded this video, but my mic was muted the whole time, so you weren't able to see me getting gems this time, because I already got a couple gems from doing that. And yeah, another thing about these free gems too, it's every 24 hours or so, until you can do that again. So every time you hop back on a Duel Links on the next day, just do that real quick. And yeah, also if you want to see proof if that stuff does work, I do have a video on that separately. I could link it down in the description for you guys if you want to see proof of me actually getting gems beforehand. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you that. And then for our fourth little tip, once we're in a duel, I'll show you guys that you can change your view. You can change your view on how you spectate the duel, or how you want to fight the duel. I'll show you real quick. Yeah. So let's just wait a little bit. Tip duel log, access duel log, no one cares. Let's go. Let's fight Haley. Let's 1v1. Let's play some children's card games. Okay, we're going first. That's great. So basically, as you can see, this is a top-down view, and this is how I like to play the game. And by default, the game has it in this view where you can see the monsters. So if you ever want to change your view during the duel, if it's during your turn, you can just click on this little camera on the left of your screen, and you can just tap that, and you can see the difference of how you play. So as you see, if I summon this guy right here, boom, there you go. Yeah, you can just see that right there. It's pretty cool. But then if you go to top-down view, you can just see the cards only if you're playing it in real life, And then, yeah, you can see your play mat at full. It's pretty cool. Set down a face down and all that stuff. So, yeah, I feel like everyone knows that. But just in case if you didn't know that, there you go. You can switch into a top down view if you want to. I think it's really cool. And then one last thing I want to tell you guys is that the options in this game, I don't know if much people check like the little three line bar in this game, but this thing is super useful in the game because it tells you what happened during the whole duel. It tells you how many cards you draw, how many your opponents draws cards. It tells you what you did and what you set down. I like that too. And also it's a different way to surrender a duel, which by the way, I do not recommend. Never surrender a duel no matter in what circumstances. If you're about to lose the duel and you know you are, don't surrender, because if you just let the duel play out and lose, you're able to like get XP and prizes, while if you surrender you get nothing like that. And then also another thing too is that if you check out the settings during a duel, you can change a lot of things. Like you can turn off 3D visuals if you don't like seeing when your character summon a really cool monster, like if you're playing as Yugi and he summons Dark Magician. If you don't want to, you can turn off 3D visuals so you don't see the animation pop up. Or if the animations cause your phone to lag really bad, you can just turn that off so it doesn't like crash your phone or whatever, you know. Another thing too is if you're tired of character lines, you can turn off character lines if you want to. If you're like tired of hearing that continuously, because don't get me wrong, I like character lines, but it does get kind of a little repetitive after a while. So you can turn that off if you want to. Also, you can change the chain and activation confirmation. Can't say that word. You can change that stuff if you want to, like play the game differently. I usually don't mess with these settings. I keep them on default, but yeah. And then also another thing too, if your phone is having a hard time handling the game, you can turn down the power usage down, and it'll help out your game a lot. And then yeah, and also you can change your camera in the settings also, and change your volume. So yeah. And also another thing too, I want to show you guys that literally surrendering is one of the worst things to do. Because if you surrender, you basically don't get anything. Like, oh boy, look at this. Duel results is 0 points because I didn't do anything and I surrendered. 0 score. So even if you're about to lose in a ranked duel, NPC duel or whatever, just take the L so you can get some XP to level up your characters and all that good stuff. If this video did help you at all, be sure to leave a like on the video. And I'm sorry for those last 3 like little tips. I feel like the settings, the camera view, and the free gems are pretty well known around the place, so that's why I made those last, and that's why I made the switching your deck before the fight and the Duel School little tip right there. I made that at the beginning because I felt like more players didn't really know that compared to the last 3. And also, if you guys have any other secrets that I didn't know or didn't mention in the video, be sure to put it in the comment section below so we can have a part 2 of these little tips for any other players. Because we're just here to help out some new players in the game, you know. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see you guys later. Adios.